Hey, what's going on, guys? This is AndrewChicken, and welcome back to another video. Jenos got buffs recently in Season 5. Very, very, very tiny buffs, but they're still buffs nonetheless to his healing output. So let's go ahead and take a look. Jenos now heals for 200 every second for 10 seconds. Finally, just a flat, even 200 every second. Not that 180 per second nonsense. It's now 200 healing per second, and that is on his default mark. So you can do this pretty much whatever build you run with Jenos, but he also got a buff to his Luminary playstyle as well. Again, a very, very marginal buff. Instead of healing for 250 on allies already affected by astral mark, he now heals for 285. It is very tiny. These are very tiny changes, but hey, maybe they're enough to make Jenos a viable healer. I don't know. Personally, I'm of the opinion Jenos is a pretty bad healer, especially when it comes to healing tanks. Like, he is probably the worst healer in the game when it comes to healing tanks. 200 a second is just not a lot. It really isn't. It's not a lot. Of course, that is much more helpful on a squishier champion or a flank, just having that mark on them consistently so that they can go around and not have to worry about peeking the healer for heals. They just have that mark on them and they get healed. But it's not a lot of healing. Jenos heals are the type of healing that, like, you don't save people from death, you just kind of slow down their dying. There's, like, a key difference there. Personally, I prefer more as like a binary star off support playstyle, but today we'll be trying him out as a main support with Luminary to see if his healing is enough to keep the team sustained, keep them alive, especially in late game now that cauterize scales even higher now, up to 90%. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get straight into the gameplay. Also, by the way, I would just like to point out that it has officially been a year that I've had a level 50 Jenos now. I got him to level 50 on the last weekend of January, last year. And his gold skin came out February 3rd. I'm actually a little bit late to post a video on it. But his gold skin officially released on February the 3rd, and I still don't have it. Check this out. I mean, look to my right, golden Jenos, it's locked. And I'm level 58. What's going on there? I don't know. I think I need to submit another support ticket. I've submitted, I think, 2. And still don't have it, but I don't really care anyways. It's an ugly gold skin. Like, if we're being totally real here, this skin sucks. The textures are like kind of just blurry. They look grimy almost. The metal is kind of the word I want to go for. It's got golden Shaolin syndrome. It's ugly, it's melty, it's weird. I don't even like it. So instead we'll use the, actually, you know what? Let's not use the remix skin. Let's flex with Soul Eater. Here we go. We'll use the much better skin. And we've got, oh boy, we've got a really tough comp to heal in terms of the tank. Having a Xin and a Droxus is no big deal for a Jenos, but having a Yagharoth to heal up with Jenos? Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Oh man, that's horrible. That's very, very horrible. And also we're going up against an excellent team. We're going up against Toa, he's a really good player. We're going up against Potato on Twitch. And we're going up against a high-level Barrack behind me. We're going up against a high-level, I believe, Grok that was. We're up against Alex. Oh boy, this is gonna be rough. Let's grab Luminary here. We're gonna grab a very, like, run-of-the-mill standard heal build. Not anything fancy, it just gets the job done. It's got Retrograde, Astral Cycle, and then some filler cards, Relativity for Sustain, Light Years for Range, and Side Reel just so I can have a little bit more HP. Very run-of-the-mill stuff. And let's grab Chronos as well, of course, as one does with Jenos. And we're just going to try and heal these guys to the best of my ability and try not to die as well, because, well, dying is pretty easy against Toa the Doomstrider. This should be interesting. Hopefully it'll be fun. I mean, they do have... Oh, he's actually going for Provision. That's Spirit's Domain Grog. Okay, interesting. He's trying that out. If you want to see my experience with Spirit's Domain Provision, you can actually check that out. I have a video on it. I'll leave it in the cards, probably in the description. Maybe if I remember. I don't know. We'll see if I remember. Let's just give a heal to our tower. She's already taken damage, and I think Drogo's... Okay, he's not going for the IQ test. He's all the way over there. What I like to call the IQ test is on maps like this, where there's just, you know, a high roof that you can go above. I like to see whether the enemy team will anticipate me to go above that or not, like especially on Bright Marsh. On this map, I don't do that as much, but he could have gone for that there if he wanted to. And yeah, Yagharoth is dead. I tried to give her 2 marks, and I just failed to keep her alive there. She took too much damage. And Jenos heals just, they really struggle with Yagharoth. Yagharoth is already a very, very hard tank to heal. Ooh, excuse you. A very hard tank to heal because she has the fattest health pool in the game, and she also has the fattest hitbox in the game. So, you know, I mean, she's taking a lot of bullets, and she has a lot of health that needs to be healed back up quickly. And so on a healer like Jenos, who can't do that very quickly, it's very hard. Like, look at how slow that bar is going up. Much easier to heal a flank to full HP because they have much less health, but Yagharoth is hard. And also Yagharoth has no barriers to block Cauterize. Like, Barrack, for example, if he wants to stop getting cauterized for a second, he can just put down a barrier. He can put down his shield, and then the enemies will shoot that instead of him, and he'll just let cauterize wear off. So his healer can heal him up to full, but Yaggroth cannot do that. So she either has to work with a teammate who does have a barrier, or she has to go behind a wall, which means she's not in the fight, not actively fighting. Oh crap, it's Toa! Help me, Tyra! Help me! Please! Oh, he's gonna kill me, man. I can't kill a mage like that, unfortunate. My position is also a little bit whack. I was trying to just dart around the map trying to give heals to everyone, and I got caught kind of in the open there. That's my bad. Let's head back in, though. Androxus is going to kill the Drogos. That's great, but Yaggroth needs to touch point right now, or else we're going to lose this first objective here. And she just barely didn't get there. Oh, unfortunate. And Grok is ulting out as well. I cannot actually heal her. She's too far away, so I'm going to move over here to Tyra instead. Maybe I can get a heal to her. I did, but it's not going to save her. Unfortunate. Maybe if Luminary were to buff the initial mark value, like the initial mark heal, it would be better. Oh, I should have healed that Zin. That's my bad. I didn't realize. But yeah, like you see how it only heals for 300 there on that initial burst because he didn't have a mark on him? If I were to heal him again, he'd take a big burst. He'd take the 300 plus the 285. That'd be 585. What if Luminary just did that the first time he marks someone? You know? Give him a bit of an extra burst heal. Kind of like how Maldamba's Spirit's Chosen talent works, where you just, you know, you pop it on someone, they get a burst. Could be good, honestly. That might make Luminary much, much better. I'm just saying. You know, if they don't want to add percent-based healing, because another thing that I've suggested for Jenos for a little bit is percent-based healing. Could be really fun. We have percent-based damage in the game, multiple sources of it, but no percent-based healing. So you can imagine, like, what if Jenos Mark healed for 10% of a target's max HP per second? On, you know, a lot of damage champions, like Strix, for example. I believe Strix has 2,000 health. Well, just take someone who has 2,000 health as an example. They'd heal for 200 healing per second. Exactly the same as it is now. And for most squishy champions who do have 2,000 health, that rate is sort of okay. I mean, it's not the best. It's not, you know, combat medic pip heals or anything, but it's okay. But for a tank who has 4,000 health, they'd get 400 healing per second, which still isn't great. You know, Saris does double that per second. Pip does, you know, almost double that per second on combat medic alone, not counting his potions. But it would make him feel much better to heal tanks, no doubt. And the highest tank you could actually, like, the highest healing value you would get out of that, assuming that the percent-based heal would only apply to Ron's max health, not his soul armor, would then be on Yaggroth. Like, Yaggroth would have the maximum heal from that. She would have 600 healing per second at base, and 690 healing per second if she got Veteran 3. Which is a lot, right? 690 healing per second, that's really good. For a sustained 10 seconds, or 12 seconds with a card, that's really, really good. But it's still not, again, combat medic pip heals, which if you get deft hands, you can have that going pretty much indefinitely. So, you know, it still wouldn't be, I don't think, overpowered. But I don't know. I mean, you could let me know if you think that sounds absurd in the comments. I mean, I'm open to suggestions. But I think it would just be, you know, I think it'd be interesting. I think it'd be very, very interesting. And especially, once Cauterize comes into play, that 690 healing per second, which would be the maximum value you could get out of Jenos heals, goes down to 69 healing per second, which I think is pretty nice. But yeah, 69 healing per second with Cauterize, you know, at 90% on a Yaggroth with 10% of her healing per second, or 10% of her max HP healed per second, basically. If my math is correct, which I'm pretty sure it is. Pretty simple values, you know. 6,900 divided by 10, that's 690 divided by 10, that's 69. Maths! So yeah, I think it'd be interesting. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. Is my idea absurd? Is it good? I don't know. And you could obviously tweak the percent as well. Maybe you could do a flat value, like a flat 100 healing per second, and then 5% of the target's health on top of that. And that would make it, you know, significantly less on tanks, but it'd be about the same for squishies. I don't know. There's a lot of options, and I think that could be cool. Oh, crap. Killer! Please. Thank you. But yeah, I think that could be cool. Or, like I said, you know, earlier, just like, hey, what if we made Luminary? Ooh, let me try this here. Oh, I didn't get it. Okay. But yeah, what if we made Luminary just 585 on the initial burst? You know, just like Spirit's Chosen. Give it that little bit of extra burst on the first mark, as well as any subsequent marks. That could be good as well. Just saying. Just a thought. Oh, crap. I'm probably dead here, right? Yeah, I'm dead here. Okay. I need to pay more attention to the game. I'm sitting here talking about Jenos reworks. I gotta actually, you know, heal my team, help them win. Yaggroth ulting out on the left, actually. Well, we'll see if she gets it or not. Looks like she is. She was only ulting a Barrack and he was alone, so she's actually going to get that A-okay. Just fine. Let's see. Let me give her a heal real quick. You see, look at how slowly she's going to heal up now. If I was, like, any other healer, I'd have a much easier time healing her. Like, so many supports can put out gobs of healing per second. Even some of the supports you might view as bad. Grok is generally a bad healer because he's unreliable. You have to aim, and his totems restrict your teammates to, just one zone if they want to get healed. But if you were to combine his Spirit's Domain Staff, oh crap, with his, with a totem, that's over 1,000 healing per second. I think that's 1,050 healing per second, I'm pretty sure. Because I think it does 757 healing per second now, right? I forget about the buffs, honestly. But yeah, Pip, obviously, 750 healing per second. Combine that with a potion for a quick burst combo. That's a lot of healing. Saris is 1,000 healing per second on a 1.5 second cooldown. Iowa's 1,000 healing per second until she runs out of Moonlight. I am dead. I made him miss one of his shots, but yeah, he rushed me in the back. Again, I'm getting distracted talking about the video game. Whatever. It's fine. We're actually about to win this as well. Our Yaggroth is really low, though. Oh my gosh, I want to go heal her. Maeve is dead. Our flank champions are actually doing pretty good getting kills. I'm going to give a heal to Yaggroth real quick so she can go back and touch point. Hopefully she'll live long enough to cap it. We should definitely have this here. I mean, we're all of us on the point. Barrack is over there just chilling. Let me give a heal to you. There you go. And we capped it. Nice. I'm surprised how well we're doing, given the enemies we're up against, and given the fact that we have a Jenos solo heal with a Yaggroth solo tank. This could be going worse, honestly. This could be going much, much worse. Let me give a heal up there to that Androxus. There you go, buddy. And I'll give one to Zin here in a second as well, hopefully. There we go. Just keep on healing. Oh, that Zin is almost dead. I can still give him a tiny burst heal by giving a Tyra a heal. There you go. Another buff they could give to Luminary is just, double the burst entirely. Like, instead of making the second burst heal 285, just make it 300, just like the first burst. So, double healing output on the initial burst. And, if someone already has a mark, they get a refresher of 300, that could be good. Or, the third elusive rework option, what if applying a mark to, a new person refreshes the duration of marks on other people? So, like, say that Zin still had his mark, right? And then I went over and marked the Yaggroth, it would refresh the heal on him as well. So effectively, you could heal the entire team indefinitely, as long as you manage your marks properly. That might be a bit busted. That might be a bit busted, because it basically at that point be Grover passive heal, but your teammates can go anywhere. And it's better than Grover passive heal, because Grover passive heal is 80 a second, Jenos heal is 200 a second. Obviously that'd be, over twice as strong. That might be busted, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. That's just kind of something I thought of right now on the spot. And that could very well be busted. So, yeah. But there are lots of options to make Jenos better, in terms of an actual healer. Especially, like, if you were to just rework a talent and not his base kit. So that way his other options aren't too strong for healing. You don't want binary star solo healers going around healing their team sufficiently while also being, one of the best brawlers in the game early game and still having just good damage in general. Like, that would be a little bit nutty. Hello, Maeve. Let me void grip you. Hopefully, let me give another heal to Androxus. Never mind. Just going to try and keep these two topped off here. This Yaggroth and this Tyra. I want to refresh the mark on Yag. And then refresh it on Tyra, just kind of loop them, because they're the only ones up here right now. It looks like we're safe from the Maeve ult. They're actually not really taking that much damage, which is nice. Another way Jenos shines is on a team that doesn't take a lot of damage. If your team knows how to... Ow! If your team knows how to not get shot, unlike me, because I just got shot, and they only take a few hundred damage per second, Jenos can heal that back up. But obviously, that's kind of reserved only for, like, super high-level ranked or something like that. Because ain't no way in casual games you're getting teammates that, don't just take 1,000,000 damage to the face. It happens far too often. So... And as someone who primarily plays casuals, I mean, I am playing ranked more these days, but as someone who primarily plays casuals, I kind of like the idea of, making healers who just feel awful in casuals like Jenos just a little bit better. Because, yeah, in higher level gameplay, you might be able to make the argument that Jenos is alright. Especially, again, I think his binary star build is obviously fine. But in casuals, like, I don't know, man, he's weird. Could also just be my anti-Jenos bias coming through. I don't like him. He is an extraordinarily bland support. Like, everything about him mechanically is just boring. He has nothing that requires real skill when it comes to his mechanics, except for his ult, which, There are some skillful plays you can do with that, but like his movement ability, incredibly basic, incredibly easy to use. His heal, literally the easiest to use in the game. His weapon, one of the easiest to use in the game. I mean, the only way it could be easier is if it aimed itself. That's how easy his weapon is. It's a repeating assault rifle. That's hit scan. Like, that's so easy. And his void grip, you don't need to aim that either. He's just so bland to play, which is why I don't play him a lot. Of course, I say that I'm level 56, but don't worry about it. I play this game too much, and I do it for, you know, content purposes and, you know, that sort of thing. Trying to make money, as a YouTuber does. Yeah, he just, like, nothing about him interests me, and then on top of that, his heals are just weak. So, I do have some anti-Jenos bias, I fully admit, and so I might be seeing things as worse than they actually are, but I don't know, man. At the same time, 200 heals per second is pretty low. That's all I'm saying. Enough complaining about Jenos. So let's actually, let's heal our Yaggroth if we can. She's trying to come to point. Oh, she's just going to get Lex ulted. And we're all dead. There's nothing I can do to capture this point at this stage in the game. So I'm just going to run away. And give another heal to Tyra, and then run back this way. Oh, Tyra's dead. Okay, time to go. We'll see if I can get out of here alive. Looks like I can. I mean, I'm just really far away. I'm at her spawn at this point. I want to give a heal to Yag. I can't. She's too far away. Another thing you might be able to do to Jenos, honestly, is give him a base range buff, but that is probably not necessary. He already has the ability to heal through walls, which is something other healers struggle with or can't do at all. Like, there are some healers who can do it, like Pip. His potion goes through walls, especially with the Radius card, you can do that pretty easily, but still not as good as Jenos. Obviously, like, you know, Grok can sort of heal through walls with his totem. Sort of, but that's not very effective. Grover can heal through walls. That's pretty good, actually. That's pretty darn good. But yeah, like, Saris can't unless you have another teammate nearby who you can kind of link to. Io can't at all. Well, unless you just leave your dog there, and then, you know, technically you're not looking at them. Whatever, that doesn't count. A lot of them can't, so that is one good thing about Jenos. Maybe his range doesn't need a buff. Oh, Yaggroth, please. I was healing her for 4 every tick. How is that supposed to keep a Yaggroth alive, dude? How? Oh, hi. I'm gonna try this. She's not going to come after me, and I actually would have killed that Drogos if the Andro didn't already. I didn't actually realize that the Drogos was almost dead, so that's my bad on wasting ult there. Let me see if I can heal the Tyra. There you go. Maybe I can get this in as well. He's billowing, which is really good. Give him a heal. Oh, he's still dead to Maeve. Maeve is also dead. She traded for that kill, so... Okay, fair enough, I guess. Here. I'm just going to keep throwing out heals. The one thing that is really good about Jenos, especially in late game right now, is her, or not her, I was looking at Yaggroth. His cooldown is really nice. Like, what is it, a 4-second cooldown? Let me use that. Yeah, it's a 4-second cooldown with Chronos 3. That's really good. No complaints there. Honestly, that's a very good thing about Jenos. Just wish the healing output were better, you know? Hello, Maeve. You're trying to sneak push. We won't let you. We won't let you. Throw a heal up there. She's still just chilling over there. I gotta be wary. She could come try and flank me. I'll give another heal to Andro. He's looking so low, though. Goodness. And the sad thing about Jenos is that Rejuve isn't even good on him. Like, Rejuve is a tough item to use, because if you have a situation where you have, like, a solo Jenos on your team, you know, you think, oh, I want to buy Rejuve so that way his healing is better and I get more heals. That's actually not the way you want to do it. Especially if you're on a champion who, you know, has a high healing output. Because, like, think about it. Rejuve, it gives you extra healing based off a percentage of your HP. Oh, crap. Yeah, I guess that. Or a percentage of the healing you're getting. Excuse me, not a percentage of your HP. It's like 24% extra healing on whatever healing you're getting from a teammate. Whether it be 1,000 or 100 or whatever. And so, let's just say it's a quarter for simple math. If you're getting healed for 1,000 a second, Rejuve gives you an extra, you know, 250 healing on top of that. Or I guess 240 healing. It's not complicated to use 24% figure, whatever. It only gives you, you know, it gives you 240 extra healing on top of that per second. That's really good. Whereas if you do that on an ability that gives you 100 healing per second, that's only 24 extra healing per second. That's not good. And in the case of Jenos, that's 200 healing per second, which is 48 extra healing per second with Rejuve 3. Which is kinda low. Especially if you were to compare it to Jenos, or not, compare Jenos to Jenos. I'm getting my words twisted. Compare it to, like, you know, Combat Medic Pip, for example. Just another one I like to use just because I enjoy Pip. 750 healing per second, you would get significantly more out of that. I mean, quick math, it would be more than triple that. So, more than 140-ish healing. Quick mental maths. I'll probably have a stat on the screen somewhere. point is, it's actually better to buy Rejuve on someone who isn't Jenos, so that doesn't help him out either. It's just rough. And yeah, as far as stats goes, I actually did get top healing on the team, which is surprising. That's very surprising. Maybe Jenos doesn't need buffs. Maybe I'm just a negative Nelly, and I just can't see the good in this guy. But, I mean, we did lose the game in the end, so I guess that shows something, right? Let's see. Yeah, both Barrack and Yaggroth weren't really killing much. I also only got 18,000 damage. I wasn't really trying to kill that much, which might have been a problem, honestly. I was just really distracted by talking about Jenos. Grok, though, he didn't get quite as much healing as me. But of course the enemy team also did much more damage to us, so he didn't have as much, you know, health to really heal back. Like if you take a look at the numbers, 103,000, 84,000, 85,000 on these three, whereas our highest was 84,000 on the low end of their highest, and then we had a 70 and a 60 and a 50. So that's why I got more healing, actually. They just, you know, we weren't doing as much damage to them, even though we were actually getting a lot of kills on these guys. Like, I'm not saying any of our DPS did bad. They did fine. But yeah. It's so rough. Like our Yaggroth, I feel her pain trying to tank with a solo Jenos. Like, you saw just how hard it was to sustain her. It was a nightmare. So yeah, I don't know. Those are my thoughts on Jenos. What do you guys think? Like, am I crazy? I might be crazy. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. You know, what do you think of my rework ideas? Does Jenos even need a rework? Does Jenos even need a buff? Does he, for some reason, need a healing nerf? I don't think so, but yeah, let me know. Yeah, Jenos buffs. I mean, they're all right. They're a step in the right direction. I just still don't think he's quite there yet. So yeah, if you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on notifications. Also, check out my Twitch channel and my Discord server, both of which are linked in the description down below. I stream regularly on Twitch, and we have a wonderful active community of people on Discord. And also, if you want to help support me, then I definitely recommend you consider checking out my Nexus shop, which is linked in the description. You can buy crystals, you can buy the season pass, and a whole bunch of Paladins related stuff, and a portion of the proceeds go to supporting me. So, highly recommend you check that out if you're looking to buy some skins or looking to buy the season pass, and you want to help support your favorite content creator in the process. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you all next time. Peace out.